So I've been seeing a lot of talk about Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 and a lot of Poppy fans getting annoyed at people for having a bad opinion of Chapter 5 or just the entirety of Poppy Playtime in general. Something that comes to mind when I think about this discussion is this clip right here from a YouTuber that I watch called Bowie Hunter.
Not to be rude, but how can you say you're a fan of a game series if you've never played them? It's one thing to watch people play the game, it's another thing entirely to play it yourself.
I think that even though this was in reference to FNAF fans, I feel that it applies to a lot of Poppy Playtime fans even more so, especially where I have been seeing a lot of comments coming from people saying, yeah, I really only interact with the game from watching other people play it, or yeah, I'm a big fan of the game, but I've never played it myself. I have just seen clips of it from elsewhere. I just don't understand how some of those same people can then come online and get upset or try to make all of these excuses as to why XYZ YouTuber's opinion of the game isn't valid when they themselves haven't touched the gameplay. In my opinion, you have less of a right to stand and say, this is a good game, when you have never touched the gameplay. If the only thing keeping you on the hook is the lore, the characters, and the worst part of it is actually playing the game, then I'm sorry, but I think that that's a bad game. You're not a fan of the game, Poppy Playtime, you're a fan of the story. And if you're only a fan of the story, then why are you getting upset when someone has an opinion that isn't just based in the story, it's also based in gameplay? So many people want to die on the hill and defend it like, oh, it's not a bad game, without even having played it. It especially annoys me when these same people try to bring in other games into the argument as if they haven't just watched those games as well. If you haven't played a game, if you have only watched a YouTuber play it, then you really shouldn't be making the argument that it's a good game if you haven't touched the one thing that makes it different from other media. Gameplay. I really don't think that you have any right to tell that YouTuber that their opinion is wrong simply because they played a different game and had more fun with it. You can't really say that one game has a better gameplay experience than the other if you haven't touched the gameplay of either game, which I'm sorry, most of the people making these types of arguments haven't. At least if you are going to stand 10 toes down and defend something as being a good game, have some gameplay time and back it up with having played the game.